The Colosseum in Rome is the largest and most famous Roman amphitheater, offering tours to explore its underground chambers and restricted upper levels. The Amphitheater of El Jem in Tunisia is just as spectacular as the Colosseum, and visitors can freely explore its hypogeum and tunnels. The Verona Arena is one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters, hosting modern functions like Italian opera performances and holding a capacity of up to 22,000 spectators. The Romans are famous for their engineering and their love of games, often bloody-thirsty games like gladiatorial combats. They built many theaters and amphitheaters, some of which remain in use today. Ancient Roman amphitheaters were mostly oval and are often one of the main archaeological attractions when visiting Roman cities today. Amphitheaters in this list are full circle, and the list does not include Roman theaters. The best preserved Roman theater is the Aspendos Theater in Turkey. Here are some of the best ancient Roman amphitheaters to see that are genuinely worth visiting today. Number 1. Colosseum of Rome, Italy, built 80 AD. The Colosseum is perhaps the most famous Roman ruin today, and it is the largest amphitheater of antiquity. It is one of the top attractions in Rome and is open for tours. There are special tours to explore its hypogeum, underground chambers and tunnels. There are also guided tours to the upper levels, normally restricted, where the lower classes of Roman society sat, like slaves and women. Number 2. Amphitheater of El Jem, Tunisia, built 238 AD. The Amphitheater of El Jem in the North African nation of Tunisia is overshadowed by the Colosseum, but it is just as spectacular. While it is a little smaller, it is in a similar or better state of preservation, and visitors are much more free to explore it. Visitors can even explore the hypogeum and tunnels of the amphitheater at their leisure. Number 3. Amphitheater of Pompeii, Italy, built after 70 BC. The Amphitheater of Pompeii is remarkable for being the oldest known surviving stone amphitheater. The amphitheater is complete, and visitors can wander through it and explore it as they discover the massive archaeological site of Pompeii. Number 4. Arena of Nimes, France, built circa 100 AD. Nimes is a city in southern France and is famous for having some of the best preserved Roman ruins outside of Italy. One of the top attractions is the Arena of Nimes, and it is still used for a variety of modern performances, including the Great Roman Games reenactments. It is considered one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters found anywhere today. Number 5. Verona Arena, Italy, built 30 AD. The Verona Arena also takes its place as one of the best preserved Roman amphitheaters. It is located in Verona, Italy, and is older than the Colosseum. It, too, is used for modern functions, including large Italian opera performances much nicer than brutal gladiatorial games. Today it has a capacity for up to 22,000 spectators, although Romans crammed around 30,000 in. Number 6. Arles Amphitheater, France, built AD 90. The Arles Amphitheater is another of the great Roman amphitheaters standing today. It is located in the French town of Arles, another southern French city famous for its Roman ruins. It, too, is used for modern events, including bullfighting. During the Middle Ages, it was transformed into a fort, and a small town was built inside it. Number 7. Pula Arena, Croatia, built 27 BC AD 68. Croatia is another country boasting some of the most impressive ancient Roman ruins. The Pula Arena is now the only remaining Roman amphitheater that still has its 4 side towers completely preserved. It is considered the best preserved ancient monument in Croatia and should be high on anyone's Croatian bucket list of places to see. Number 8. Piazza dell'Anfiteatro, Italy, built 1st century AD. The Piazza dell'Anfiteatro is not actually preserved, but it gets on this list for its remarkable effect on the architecture of the medieval city of Lucca in northern Italy. It was transformed into a defensive structure during medieval times, and homes were built within its arena and around it. Those built in it have been removed, creating a modern square, while those around it beautifully preserve the oval shape of the old amphitheater. Number 9. Flavian Amphitheater, Pozzupli, Italy, built 1st century AD. The Flavian Amphitheater of Pozzupli is not to be confused with the Colosseum, which is also sometimes called the Flavian Amphitheater. It is the third largest Roman amphitheater in Italy and was probably built at the same time as the Colosseum and likely by the same architects. It was massive and could hold up to 50,000 spectators. Over the years, it was partly buried by volcanic eruptions, and while the exterior was stripped away, the interior remains perfectly preserved. Number 10. Chester Amphitheatre, England built, 1st century AD. The Chester Amphitheatre makes the list, not because it's well preserved or excavated, it's not, but because it is one of the few Roman amphitheatres still visible in England. It is also the largest Roman amphitheatre found so far in Britain, although only a small part is excavated. Chester is famous in England for its Roman ruins and Tudor architecture and is one of the most charming destinations in England. It is also famous for having the longest and most complete city walls in England. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel by pressing button below.